Have you ever had that feeling like you're searching for answers from somewhere or someone outside of yourself? Well, we're about to explore a really fascinating idea that suggests the most powerful guidance you could ever get is actually already there, just waiting to be unlocked, right inside you.
So let's just start with this question right here. What if divine connection isn't something you have to go out and find, but something you just have to awaken? That's really the core idea we're going to dig into today.
All right, let's dive in. First up, we're going to explore this idea that a true spiritual connection, well, it's not some outward search. It's really an internal journey.
You know, the ancient Gnostics, they had this really radical idea about truth. They believed you don't have to just take someone else's word for it. No, they taught that the ultimate spiritual proof comes from your own direct inner experience, like a personal verification that just resonates deep down inside.
And that brings us to this really profound piece of wisdom from the Gospel of Thomas. Now, first, it sounds like a riddle, right? If two make peace, in the same house. But this isn't talking about two people. It's actually a metaphor for a super powerful internal state.
So, what does that quote actually mean? Well, the two are your heart, that's your subconscious, and your mind, your conscious self. And when these two finally make peace and get into a state of inner harmony, you unlock a creative power so immense that, moving mountains suddenly becomes the perfect metaphor for what's possible.
Okay, so if inner harmony is the key, how in the world do we get there? That brings us to our next section, the practical tools for actually aligning your heart and your mind.
A lot of us think of faith as this passive thing, but this quote from St. Augustine, it frames it as an active creative force. It's like the engine that connects the unseen world with the seen world. It's a conviction so strong that it literally aligns you with the process of making your visions a reality.
So how do you fuel that faith? Well, a lot of wisdom points to gratitude as the master key. And this isn't just about being polite, okay? It's a powerful tool for tuning your entire being. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you literally align your emotional frequency with the energy of receiving.
And here's a super simple, totally actionable way to get that feeling going. This little ritual trains your brain to see the blessings instead of what's missing. Just a few moments in the morning, trying to be mindful during the day, and then a quick review at night. It's a tiny practice, but trust me, it can build some serious spiritual momentum. Now this all leads to a really fascinating concept, a place where science and spirituality actually meet. The question is, what exactly is this thing called heart-mind coherence?
Okay, so here's how it works. On a scientific level, the heart's electromagnetic field is incredibly powerful. I mean, way stronger than the brain's. So when you combine a clear intention in your mind with an elevated emotion in your heart, like gratitude, you create coherence. This unified field acts like a powerful magnet, drawing in opportunities that match your new frequency. So we've talked about aligning thoughts and feelings. Now we're going to go even deeper. We're going to explore how to transform your actual identity. And this right here is a total game changer. The idea isn't just to think about what you want, it's to embody the state of the person who already has it. It's a massive shift from wanting something in the future to literally being that reality in this present moment.
See, most of us operate on this have, do, be model. We think when I have the money, I'll do the things that will let me be happy. But this new paradigm flips that whole thing on its head. You start with being. Embody the state of abundance first. From that state, the right actions, the doing, will flow effortlessly. And the having, that just becomes a natural result.
You know, this whole process is supposed to feel effortless. When you're struggling and pushing and striving, that's actually a sign you're a bit out of alignment. When you're truly one with this divine flow, the need to force things just disappears, and your actions start to feel inspired and guided.
So for our final section, we'll explore what comes next. Once your inner world is all aligned, how do you open the door to a real partnership with the divine? This next step is all about humility and partnership. When you recognize that you're part of something much bigger, some kind of cosmic intelligence, you create an opening. You're basically sending out an invitation that allows divine assistance to flow into your life.
And what's so cool is that this idea of having spiritual helpers, it's not unique to any one path. It's a universal thread woven through cultures all over the world, from guardian spirits in African traditions to devas in Hindu beliefs. It really points to this shared human understanding that, we're not alone in this.
So how do you actually make that connection? It's surprisingly simple. First, you just have to acknowledge the possibility. Then, you make a direct invitation. Literally ask for help. Request guidance in a way you can understand. And then, this is key, you just have to stay open and aware. Pay attention to those gut feelings, those weird coincidences, and those unexpected solutions that just pop up. And to keep that connection strong, it's really important to practice what's called spiritual humility. Now, this isn't about making yourself small, it's about acknowledging the source of your successes. By giving a nod to that higher power, you kind of keep your ego in check, and it helps you stay in that beautiful divine flow.
So let's put it all together into a simple daily practice. You can start your day with intention. Practice gratitude consistently. Regularly ask yourself, who would I be if, to really align your identity. And finally, don't ever be afraid to ask for help from your spiritual support team.
And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? The entire journey we've just explored, it all points back to one single, profound truth. The search for divine guidance isn't some big pilgrimage to a faraway place. It's the journey home, to the incredible power that has been inside you this entire time.
So, I'll leave you with this one last powerful question to think about. Forget wanting, forget striving. Just for a moment, ask yourself, who would you be right now if you were already one with your deepest desire? The answer to that question, well, it just might be the beginning of everything.